Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. I am super excited. I have some card share for you guys today. And the inspiration for these projects was from a few of my fellow YouTubers. I see there are a lot of us out there who are trying to scrap our stash. And what we are doing is we are going into our stashes, ladies. We're going into the stashes and pulling all those things that we have been kind of letting collect dust in our shelves or in our drawers or our bins, whatever, what have you. And we are pulling that stuff out and we are making some use of them. And one of the things that I had previously mentioned on I think it was my whole video, is that I had realized that one of my biggest, when I was cleaning, about I was really, when I tell you, I mean, I was really pulling things and cleaning and organizing. About 2.5 weeks ago, I was in my scrapbook room and I was shocked, because I thought I was pretty good about using my stash. I know that I've been doing it for the last 2 years, and I've been upcycling a lot of stuff not to spend money unnecessarily. And I've been trying to keep in mind that when I buy something, I want to use it right away and I don't want to just put it away. And I couldn't believe how many stamps I have that I have not even touched. Like I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't even think I used this one. Oh, I don't think I used this one. And the more that I cleaned, the more it was upsetting me, because my thought process, and forgive me if I sound a little bit morbid, but my thought process was this: if I got hit by a bus next week and I didn't survive, my family would be so ashamed of me, because they would go through my stuff and they'd be like, look, she bought this and she never even used it. What the heck? And that kind of, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, why am I not using these products? I mean, what are we waiting for? Tomorrow may never be here, so why not use what we have today and use it to the fullest? And so that's going to be my 2015 outlook for everything. I don't want to hold on to anything. I don't want to save anything. I want to hurry up and use it and just keep using it and use it as much as I can. And I think if I do that enough, I'll realize that I may never have to buy anything ever again, because there's just so much in my scrapbook room to use. And I'm not saying that, oh my gosh, I have so much I can't even walk in my room. No, no, no. It's not a bragging thing at all. I'm just saying that I didn't realize how much stuff I really do have to play with. And I don't want to wake up one day and I can't play with it and I didn't play with it. Because life is just that. Life is so unpredictable and it can just all be gone just that quick. As many blessings as we have, sometimes life does happen. And I had a friend last year who was involved big time in the scrapbooking community, and she had passed on. And I don't know, I guess her death made me see scrapbooking like really different. And like I said, I didn't want to get on, oh, that was just a little too deep. But anyways, that is where Laura's that's where I'm coming from. I just want to be able to enjoy all these beautiful products as much as I can, while I can, and while we all can, and just share what I can too. And so doing that, I came across this stamps, and I love, love, love. I didn't get, I think if I picked up two of the smaller Prima doll, it was a lot. I do have the whole entire first set and the second set, some of them. Not all of them, but that's where I stopped. I don't really need any more of these dolls. I love them to death. I really do. But that's another thing. When these companies come out with all these collections, I have learned how to not get all 10 in the collection. Just pick 2 or 3 of my favorites and be done with it. So this was one of my favorites, and like I said, I had not used her. So I decided to make some cards using her. I killed a paper stack, and when I tell you I killed it, I killed it. This is what's left. Nothing. I have a few strips, and I mean a very few, small amount of strips that are left over, that I'm not even going to bother to share with you because, like I said, they are just strips. And this was the Indie Chic Citron. Now, I've been using it over the last year. I had about, I want to say 8, 9 sheets left, and I decided to make 3 cards, kill that stack, and be done with it. And I'm so proud of me. I did it. So these were the cards that I made. And this was the first one. And the other thing I did was I decided when I do make my, I want to replenish my card stash. So from now on, when I see something like this and I want to kill a paper stack, I don't mind using the same image because they're all different anyway. Each card is going to be unique in its own right. But from now on, I am going to really try to make as many cards in one sitting as I can. So for this particular stamp, I made 3 cards, and this is the first one. I used the craft cardstock, and that's the other thing I hate about when I make cards. I am such a bad person with the back. I always get it yucky and dirty. I'm sorry about that. But I used my We Are Memory Keepers corner puncher. I have craft cardstock, white cardstock, and some design papers. Here for the doily, this is a Marion Designs die cut. And then, I don't know if you can see this teeny tiny one right here. This is actually one of the dynamic dies. It's a little swirl, and I use that on both ends. I have little pink, blue, and green flat back pearls as well as rhinestones going all around the doily. I added some rhinestones to her little shoes. I paper pieced both the socks, the shoe, and the dress. And then what I did was I highlighted it with my Pro markers. I did her hair with my Pro markers and her face. And I also did the little bow. I paper pieced it, and then I went over it with my Pro markers to highlight and shade certain areas. And I also have a little rhinestone in her hair. I have my Diamond Dies mini must-have butterflies, which I also cut out of using as many scraps as I could. And I also distressed the butterfly. I have a little burlap. Excuse me. I am so sorry, my voice. I have a little burlap piece back here. Here I have some of those flowers I made with my Diamond Dies mini realistic rose. I have some more butterflies here. And on the inside of this card, I used my friend die, and this is a Spellbinders debossed word die set. And I love it. And then this is the tiny, this die set actually comes in 4 pieces. This is the smaller of the doily. And I have some burlap strings that were left over that I just made a little bow, and the 2 little butterflies. And I distressed everything with tea dye distressings by Tim Holtz and some design paper. So that's what this card looks like. And I did create envelopes. I spent the whole day yesterday making envelopes for all my cards. I have a box now where I'm going to store all my cards. That way they're ready to go. And I made the envelopes with my We Are Memory Keeper envelope maker. The next card here, again, I used the same stamp, but this time she's a redhead. And I did use the same doily as well. This one I did not round off the corners. I left it kind of square, but I did use the craft cardstock, the white cardstock, and the design papers Here I cut out the doily also in white cardstock. And that again is the Marianne oval doily. Here I use my diamond dies word die as well as the banner die to create this little banner, and it just says the word hello. And what I did was I just took a piece of the design paper and I just put it through my cutter halfway so that I would only have the fishtail part, and then the rest of it I cut with my hand. I just snipped it with my scissors. Again, I paper pieced her bow and her dress. Here I have a little bling flower that I purchased on eBay. I colored her hair with my pro markers and her face. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Paper pieced her dress, also shaded in and highlighted with my pro markers. And then the little bow is a piece of burlap, and I have a little flat back pearl to the center of that. Also on her shoes, more little flat back pearls. Again, paper pieced that as well. And then here I have a whole bunch of my diamond dies flowers that I made. I made the roses, I made the little flat ones, I made the sugar plums, I made the fancy flowers, and I made the little mini realistic roses as well. And here are some Martha Stewart paper punch that I use, the little leaves. And then I have a little metal piece back there, which you really can't see that much because I covered it up with the leaves and the flowers. And then I have a little butterfly that I had in my stash. And then on the inside here, I just have some of that beautiful paper. I have this green polka dot organza ribbon, and then I have one of my little diamond die flowers with a little bling in the center. So that's that card and envelope. And for the last card that I made using this stamp set, she's got darker hair. I went from light gray to redhead to brunette. This one I did use my corner puncher, again, craft cardstock, white cardstock, and the design paper. I also used the Marianne oval die. Here I added a little bow. Now I do think the bow was maybe a little too big for her. I might have to cut this down a little bit more. Yeah, and then I added some stickles to the bottom of her frilly dress and also to her bow, which I also paper pieced. I have some more of those diamond die butterflies, which I added some stickles to. For this oval, I just added a whole bunch of pink and green and blue bling going all the way around the oval. And I have some blue bling on her shoes. She has some pink and blue, excuse me, some blue socks and some pink shoes, which I paper pieced. Here again, I have that little Dynamics doily die, swirl die. And this is just a swirl that I cut out from the papers in the paper collection. And here I debossed the word friend. This is a Spellbinders debossed word die that I've had in my stash for quite some time too, and don't use it nearly as much as I need to. And here on the inside, I kept this one really simple, just some paper so that I can write a message or a note to the recipient. Now, sometimes with my cards, I will leave them blank on purpose because I will go back when I'm ready to send them out and stamp in a sentiment and maybe add some flowers or some decorations if I feel the need to. Some of them I will have an idea and I will decorate them straight away. Some of them I will leave for later. So guys, those are my 3 cards that I made, all using the same doily die from the same paper collection and the same stamp. But each card is very different. Although they're the same, they are very different. So that is my little card share for today. I encourage you all to join us with our scrap from your stash challenges. I do not have an Instagram account yet. Otherwise, I would have shared some of the projects that I've been doing. I've done quite a few already about scrapping what's in your stash. but instead I'll just keep making these videos. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a blessed day and a very blessed weekend. I will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.